Hi Sagittarius, welcome to or back to my channel. These are going to be some timeless messages for Sagittarius, or if you have Sagittarius in your chart, or if you're cross watching for a Sagittarius. It's going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node energy. Please keep in mind that not all my messages will resonate with everyone at this time. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a peaceful tarot channel. So if you resonate with that, this message might be for you. Okay, the Two of Cups flipped over when I was shuffling. So you got new love coming in, or it's brewing, or you have love in your life, and it is like could be being highlighted. I want to say if there was a highlighter, it would be love. Okay, your home, your family, and doing what makes you feel secure. You can be very unbothered at this time, Sagittarius. All right. Okay, I do want to mention that previous readings are under the live tab, okay? And those might be helpful as all the energy does tie in together. You may need to flip or switch those roles. Okay, I don't know if I said that. I do appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated in support of my channel. And there might be some useful information in the description box. Again, the fourth house, what makes you feel secure, so you could be building a solid, happy home and foundation because you are doing and making decisions and thinking about things that have you feeling secure, and that just simply the energy will follow. Okay, something like that. Fourth house again. Let's see. What are the ones coming out? You could have done something a little at a time. Don't really read work energy here. This is life. Little at a time. So you're bringing about a union a little at a time. It looks like taking a chance. There's the past here trying to show up. But again, with the past here, Cancer, trying to show up as it does. It's part of life, right? The past shows up. You're doing something a little at a time, working on something in the past. And there's some kind of attitude about whatever it is you're doing, because I have serving. And then Libra coming out, more upright. So I said decisions. When you're at peace with decisions, how can you go wrong when you're at peace with your decisions? So that is what matters right now. When the past comes up, if you can't change the past, is accepting the past and changing what you've learned by not changing what you've learned, changing your experience by using what you've learned, turning your experience into wisdom. Okay, again with the fourth house. Okay, so since this is really relevant, 1111 alignment, 1111 could be significant. Again, taking a chance. Same card. Decisions that could be outside your comfort zone. So maybe doing something that is outside your comfort zone is relevant. What would that be? Because you're doing something a little at a time. Maybe you're doing something a little at a time outside your comfort zone. Wow. With relationships. So take that as you will, little at a time. If you're working on a solid foundation, little at a time, it's more apt to be, it's not going to be easily disturbed. Okay, so I'm getting like the rotten fruit will fall by itself. No reason to shake the tree. Okay, so it's allowing the past to do what it has to do. You don't have to be involved. You're being asked to do something on your own because the past is reflecting itself toward you or projecting in an energy of some kind of confrontation. But it's about your diplomacy and your decisions. So if you're making decisions you can live with, and maybe someone else is having a hard time living with your decisions because they are so like straightforward and precise. You could be very precise, whoever I'm speaking to. when you do something on your own. It looks like if you hurry and do something, it's like you hurry and rush toward the past immediately, it says, and then this past, what happens then? You end up with that confrontation. Mars, Aries energy here with this Cancer energy, Libra twice surrounding this past. So no matter which way you go, the scales are going to balance. You're being asked to be direct. You're stirring up the situation by not doing anything. So that's how the rotten fruit falls by itself without the force, right? So, first house, again, the way you project yourself. Oh my goodness, so the past has a lot of eyes on you, on what you're doing, because you're doing it right. Capricorn, whatever you're doing, it's on a day-to-day, and it's like you're doing it on the up and up. You have an idea and question. Your beliefs are like, it's like this card over here that's in this deck. Your beliefs are right for you. Whatever you believe to be true is true. Trust yourself. Okay, first house, who you are. Trust yourself. Yourself. Okay. All right, we have values. Long range thinking or travel. So you have a lot of decisions with this thinking, and you could be thinking about things for a long time, but it's not about the thinking about things. It's about the actions that you take behind the thinking, if that makes any sense here, because, well, it does, I hope. Do it on your own, and what is to be shared. You get to choose and make decisions on what you share and when you share it, if you keep your information private. Yeah, because there's a sacrifice if you don't. Keep your information private, and you know what you're doing. It doesn't have to be broadcast, because you got Saturn here waiting outside the inner, like, you know, you left the box, but Saturn's still concerned. There's still concerns about what you're doing here or what you're thinking. Anyway, we got travel. You could be traveling. Your beliefs are right for you, but you value your resources. You have the resources to travel. You could be traveling direct somewhere. Okay, costs are not a concern. And here we got fortune. So I just said costs are not a concern. Sun. Okay, so you're very like grounded in what you're doing. It's like your path is illuminated. You got a 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this is also diplomacy with this energy. So whatever or whoever you're collaborating with, or whoever you're meeting or met in the past, you're being asked to stand your ground. This creates the balance with Libra. Okay, this is like separates the men from the boys. Oh, High Priestess. Maintaining some kind of balance between the dark and light. Could be with this balance, because I see balance and service. Okay, so some kind of service could have been a bit off balance. You're picking up on that, being very diplomatic about the energy around you. So it's not about, it's about allowing the fruit to fall by itself, the rotten fruit. Anyway, I'm going to try to see where this fits in with this relationship. Okay, you're taking a middle path, it looks like, with the High Priestess. There's some kind of Page of Wands in reverse, 10 of Cups upright. Somebody's getting news, so you have a happy home. We have Virgo. Virgo, you went within, you contemplated, you used a lot of your intuition with your internal resources. So you know you always have the tools with the Virgo, with the Hermit. 7 of Cups, Judgment in reverse. No matter who's looking at your tools and trying to change them, it's like Ace of Swords upright. It doesn't. What kind of tools am I picking up on? got Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius. What's happening? Four of Cups in reverse. Well, I said don't stay in your head, take some action. Okay, this is about don't stay in your head about it, because this is all up in the spiritual realm of it all. Okay, but then action, a decision has to be made, and an action has to be taken somewhere. Queen of Cups, okay, compassionate action. Queen of Swords, upright. Wow. So I got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords upright. Compassion with whatever you're cutting out. It's not about, it's about your peace. So whatever's not bringing you peace. And here, Nine of Swords, reverse. Whatever's not bringing peace. So if you're aware of that, or any confusions with the Seven of Cups, you can make decisions around that, more intuitive. You're using your intuitive ability to see what's in these cups. What's caused this? Whether, and it looks like it might have been coming from far away. Okay? There's some kind of higher perspective to see here. It's like I'm getting like the Hangman. Oh, what did I do? I put these, wait a minute, guys. Oh, what I did here. That's what happened. I don't know. Okay. What's this High Priestess? What do you need to use your intuitive abilities about? We have that Three of Pentacles. Now we got diplomacy. Let me get a little more on this. Strength. Another major arcana over here. Wow. Okay. It's like you've got the strength now. You were recharging. You've got the strength now. Lovers in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Tower. Emperor. Okay. Aries, Leo. A lot of fire here. Sagittarius, in which there was a plan and it didn't change a choice. It was like there was a plan and put in place. Somebody wasn't diplomatic about this plan. That's why you were, your intuitive abilities were being tested. The plan was not clear. The sun in reverse, not clear. There were clouds on the way. The clouds were, so something about clouds with that Three of Pentacles. There were clouds being put in the way with a group and a collaboration. King of Swords in reverse. So somebody, I said it was a plan that, okay, so it was, if you put logic behind the plan, it doesn't add up. Another major arcana, Cancer energy, blockages. Well, that's almost like the Hangman. This is not going anywhere. It's immediacy. I said something about immediacy. Page of Swords in reverse. It carries a very low vibrational frequency to immediately respond to energy that is on its way to a dead end. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, a dead end. Sagittarius. A dead end. Self-inflicted dead end though with the Eight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Something was meant to happen, meant to be halted. To show you who you are. And that's that love that I picked up on with the Two of Cups that I mentioned at the beginning. I have a higher spiritual, masculine and feminine energy. High Priestess, Hierophant, Taurus energy. Wow. So there's something really spiritual power couple here. Okay, learning their own strengths, I suppose, with the strength card, Hierophant and the Lovers. And if you saw it flip on me there, it's in reverse. So it was in reverse when it shown itself before. And all these major arcana. So that's coming up on the Nine of Swords in reverse, Lovers in reverse. And I'll show Lovers in reverse. Yeah. Wow. Big shifts. Not everybody's going to like it. You could be traveling a long way away from this energy. It says souls that be, wait, let me pick this card up until I'm done reading this one. Souls that belong together will always find a way to be together. And this is the card I'm going to use to cover up the Gemini card. All right. Tower, Emperor, Nine of Cups, and the Truth, and the Judgment. All these major arcanas. All right, there's a tower going to take place here. Anyone trying to influence a situation here with the Seven of Cups or confuse things, especially someone who could be long distance trying to affect a foundation. That four of Wands that kept coming up. A higher level union. Got the Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in reverse. Not being able to put the hard work in. Their own boundaries are being crossed now. Could be another fire sign, or in a fire sign, or when you were not being intuitive. I don't know when this was. Somebody chose somebody over somebody else. You're moving to calmer waters with an energy and two younger energies. And then I have the Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Empress in reverse. Somebody wanted if there's some kind of greedy energy here, lingering, like hanging around with the Chariot. So something was done for profit, Death in reverse, but it's not going to work. Six of Wands in reverse, it's not going to work. All right. Interesting, Sagittarius. Don't risk it all on this. It's a losing proposition. Okay, that Three of Pentacles has a proposition that you already are working with a higher level commitment, aligned with your values. Okay, you already drifted apart from someone. Fulfilling your desires, being refreshed and moving. So you could have been traveled or moved a long way, or this could be about moving or taking a long trip. Maybe a well thought out planned long trip, or it could be spontaneous. You could be burned out and not caring about this because you know not to risk it all. It's a losing proposition. Whatever propositions are coming in that are feeling fragmented, cracking under pressure. Okay, so that's what happens with the tower. The tower withstood too much pressure. It had a faulty foundation, so it had to fall. Therefore, all right. Wow, so plenty could come in because you're creating abundance. Full of possibilities and plenty. There's your fruit. There's the fruit that's good fruit. These eggs are cracked. They're no longer good. You can't use the cracked eggs. Cut short uphill battle, fighting for a lost cause. There's an energy that's fighting for a lost cause, while again, you are full of possibility and have plenty of abundance. And plenty of support. Because it says over here, souls that belong together will always find a way to come back together. All right. There's an energy of this abundance that feels right and it's aligned with your values. I said that before. And I said that before. Same card. Cut short, uphill battle, fighting for a lost cause. So it was supposed to I don't know, what the hell was it supposed to do? Uplift your spirits. Somebody wants you to uplift their spirits because they're feeling fragmented. But you can't fake it now. Well, all the glitters isn't gold. It's like you're not going to fake it. You're not going to please someone by doing that. It's not negotiable and unable to proceed. Right. So Here's the fruit that, or vegetable that I have no idea what it is. Somebody knows, great, but sweet satisfaction with this plenty. Travel, doing what you want to do, not what somebody expected you to do here. Here you have the access. Oh my, you have the answers, opening doors, and the access. So you are savoring the good fruit. There's some unknown fruit over here. So somebody's going to find themselves like eating some unknown fruit. And if you go back to Adam and Eve, you know, you can kind of say, you know, was it really an apple? I don't know. Apples are symbols, I suppose. But there's been an unknown fruit here. What's that about? Somebody wants to fulfill their heart's desires, but you could be recovering, going in the flow. Somebody's grinding their gears, but it's beyond their ability, so it's getting tiresome. You're getting the real scoop, rising to the challenge, and you are negotiating what is negotiable and non-negotiable. That is how you take your power back here. You got the Knight of Wands and energy. Okay, so Sagittarius, this could be your energy moving. You're all fired up to move. Actual physical move, or mentally moving on, or moving in a direction that you enjoy with ideas that can be nurtured. The other deck had that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. This has to do with heartache in reverse. You're not in it. Okay, you're moving away from it. You've filled your heart's desires with this, or you learned lots. Now you're being seen and recognized. This other energy is also being seen as recognized as fragmented. Meaning you're going to get back what you put out. And deceptive. You're going to get back what you put out. For some kind of lie or deception hanging around. And it's not moving to calmer waters. That's why it's going to fall by itself. Hierophant again. It keeps running into the Hierophant. And that is like you with the first house, Sagittarius. It is Taurus energy. You got great boundaries, great spiritual boundaries. Said you were on the up and up. Oh, look, and now it's in reverse. Somebody wants to maybe project their actions on whatever they're doing onto you, because I said you were fired up about a new idea with that, and here it's like something happened. What happened? Oh, yeah, somebody looking at your strength. Strength, wow, a lot of strength and courage, Sagittarius, okay. Something's at unrest. Whatever you set boundaries at one time. That's the cracking under pressure. And being in an unknown energy. So this energy is now in an unknown energy because you fulfilled the contract of whatever kind karmic contract that was that you learned from. Hermit in reverse. You're ready to come out with some kind of action, decision. Wow. Oh, wow, that happens. Oh, it's not moving forward. Okay, there's an energy that wants to challenge you here. World, you're closing out the cycle, and you've got the support of an entire world, or the internet, or web, or whatever you've got going on. Queen of Cups in reverse. There's an emotionally immature, unavailable, or overly sensitive individual involved with the Three of Cups in reverse. You no longer hang around. You were in hermit mode. You came out of hermit mode. That's bothersome. That's the energy you freed yourself from, and it can't move on. Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords, Archangel Michael, protecting your freedom. There's the logic, the pieces, and then the energy that can't move on. Two of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. That's 10 Cups in reverse. So that's not only the Two of Cups in reverse, it's all the energies attached to the relationships that led up to that. And it's all Temperance in reverse. All right, somebody's expecting you to actually like do something to be noticed, but you're not. Wow, you're not. You're on the up and up with whatever pentacle you're creating. It's part of your deal. I don't know. I was gonna say that, Sagittarius. This is somebody else's energy that is reckless. Or somebody thinks, yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody thinks you're being reckless because they're reckless. Moon. Page of Cups in reverse again. Judgment in reverse. Yeah. So these are projections to change your trajectory, but you're too fast or something. In the moon, there's a fear of the sun. And there's the moon that I just pulled. Sun was in reverse. There's a fear of you having all this great energy. Judgment in reverse because somebody's what? Why are they in a low? Because they're going through a tower and they're in judgment for the involvement. So the like whatever's falling, it's not about how you fall, it's about how you rise. All right, what's going on here? Sagittarius. It's revealing your true self with Amethyst. Okay. As you allow others to know the real you, you feel loved for who you truly are. And there's some kind of unnecessary worries to be released about who you truly are, or who you are, or worried about what others might think here. Because I have yourself, and whatever actions you might take, you know that you can live with. Wow, Sagittarius, what's going on? Let yourself sparkle and shine is in reverse. Wherever you shrink yourself to fit in, or energy that does not support your glow up, opal, you're moving away from. This was very emotional. Let yourself feel all of your emotions and then release them. So your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you messages and guidance. This is about messages and guidance about your emotions or any emotions that have been involved with a spiritual or religious community that's in reverse. With control issues or having a problem there with whatever you're doing because you are balancing masculine and feminine energies and they are not balanced. It has to do with reducing the stress here, the Hierophant. Whatever you do to clear and recharge that works for you, that's being like you could be finding even more things. Okay. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need rest. You need to rest, recharge and renew. That's what you did. Somebody's hoping you didn't recharge, but you did recharge. Yeah. Purified and detoxified. The energy of a negative mindset here with positive mindset in reverse. I have watermelon tourmaline. Again, with the unnecessary worries. This is free will. This is citrine. This is solar plexus. Decisions. Free will to make your decisions here. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. That's what it's about. Okay. You found a solution. You owned your divine power. You called back your energy. You cut the cord. You cut it short. You're not fighting uphill battles. And this is about replace codependent people-pleasing tendencies with assertiveness and empowerment. You're not doing the sensitive emotion drawback into unhealthy communication as well, and worried about all that. Therefore, it can't have an effect on the actions and the decisions that you take. Socialize and join in is in reverse. That spiritual community was in reverse, so the communities are in reverse. And they're the sensitive energy that is being projected. It's like, but it's not yours. This reckless emotions over here. Deep emotional healing. Somebody's trying to control the situation and you're forgiving it. Forgiveness heals. I got Larimar and Topaz. Time to release repressed anger as it is blocking health and happiness. So wherever anything was blocking that health and happiness, and any reckless decisions that are affecting you, no matter where it's coming from, time to take a look at. Could have to do with wellness and an imbalance in between, I was going to say. But an imbalance between masculine and feminine energy, or something about in between masculine and feminine energy. Feel joy in all you do and make each day count. That will turn this energy around too. Okay, this has to do with a lesson in patience, Sagittarius. Everyone has a value. Not everyone was valued in this, and yeah, with sparkle and shine in reverse, it's like obvious now. And that was on a daily basis. Okay, so you released your stress reduction, make each day count on a day-to-day basis. You took care of yourself. And you practiced moderation while you were doing so. And that's why the Hierophant is backing you up. Possess self-confidence with your actions and decisions. Okay, don't crack under pressure. Give without expectation or an energy that's no longer receiving what they used to receive or expected is in worry. Inspire others when you are inspiring others, or you are asked to inspire others. You are here for a reason with this unnecessary worry. Yeah, you're not here to worry. You're here for a bigger purpose than worry. But come on, worries. Learn from your mistakes. Any mistakes you may have made, you are learning and putting them to, putting the experience to good use. Trust your intuition in reverse. Be yourself in reverse. Okay, so where you didn't trust your intuition on a day-to-day, about you being yourself. So this is being around energy that has major influence, this possibility in fear, because love is your energy in reverse. And this is a time when, a different time, maybe a different time, a different place, worry again. Oh, flirt in reverse. Okay, you're not flirting with this energy. That, excuse me, relationships, whatever it is that is cracking under pressure, because you're aware of it. You're allowing the fruit to fall by itself. You deserve love. It's in reverse. So for some reason, there's some kind of value or deserving or expectation around it. Time to stay optimistic about your love life. It does have to do with the energy you project, your GPS to the universe, not other people's GPS to the universe. So positive thinking will bring you romance, or positive thinking is going to bring about a positive outcome. Okay, you deserve love again is in reverse. Deception, something about deceptive energy, saying something about deserving love. Everyone deserves love. So whatever is not supporting love is just not supporting anything. I guess, I don't know. It's not supporting new love or the true love that just came out, then what you doing? I don't know what are they doing? Okay, there's an energy with a different religious factor, or there's some kind of spiritual attachments here with true love. This is also not allowing spiritual and religious factors to block love, to block things. It's like learning. If people have the ability to have a beginner's mind, no matter how much of a master they think you are, or they are, or whatever, a teacher is always the best teacher when they're always the student. But they know they're a teacher, but they know they're a student too. Any master who, okay, I got a reconciliation and deception. I wasn't expecting to see that. Okay, got a true love without all of that deception that was attached. Okay, so true leaders, it's like When you shine from within, you don't need the spotlight. You don't need to do the extra. So it's like doing the most, or you don't need to do the most. Your friends could be doing the most, you know. Let your friends help you is in reverse. Your true love isn't attached to this old energy. Okay. Retreat. You could meet someone on a retreat. I do have a long trip over here. Could be taking a long trip with your partner. Not allowing, or you're meeting someone that is aligned with your vibration, not your, it's like, not your lessons. Okay. Does that make sense? New. What is this new? Oh my gosh. A wedding. Somebody you're going to marry, or you are married, and it's just unshakable marriage. And that is too cool. So this is your energy. You're not being playful in other directions. You are very happy where you are. You have an unrequited love that is looking at your marriage. You're staying in the flow, staying optimistic and staying positive. Happiness is simple. Sagittarius. Whoa. Take great care. Take great care of yourself. Okay. Comes first. Trust your path on top of it. Be open to receive right now, Sagittarius. What are things coming in for you? Something unknown over here. Unity blooms. True love. With true love, sorry, it's very green and earthy. Okay, this lady's meditating in a very green, earthy place. And that gives you the clarity, so you can act with clarity. When you're thinking with clarity, you're going to act with clarity, Sagittarius. Trust your path. Again, unlock your heart. Wow, with that true love, unlock your heart. It's about who you are. Something could be happening for you immediately. Getting better. Could be getting better immediately. Getting better. Because you made a decision. You're going your own way. I don't know. Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, Steve Nicks. Worth the effort. Something that's worth the effort. In a vortex of change, open to receive again. You have a tie to transmission. Transmission. Could be getting a transmission, but I meant to say transition. Tide of transition. Something a lot about water in the ocean. There's a higher wisdom here that you are gaining. Beautiful. I'm going to leave it there for you, Sagittarius. I do hope this was helpful. See you next time. Thanks.